Hey guys, happy Monday. So I've had a lot of you come to me today in the past couple weeks and really want to know how to be successful while traveling. Whether it's you're going on vacation, you're going out of town for work, maybe you've got a night out with the girls. How can you continue to be successful on your plan? Because the goal with our challenge groups, with your program, with your nutrition, is to learn how to make this a healthier lifestyle change. It's not about being on a diet and feeling like we need to binge the entire time that we're on vacation. And does that mean we're going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant for us to really strive to just be and do better. And so you guys have heard me say it, and I'm going to continue to preach it. It's really not about being perfect. You're never going to be perfect. So I wanted to share with you today some of my favorite tips on how I'm successful going out of town. Now, it's obviously going to depend on how you're traveling, whether you're driving, whether you're flying, where you're going. Maybe it's a work trip or an actual vacation, whether or not you have control over what you're eating, your food. Maybe it's a work trip and they're providing all the food for you. So how can you be successful with that? So here's a couple things. If I'm driving, one of the things that I do is I kind of plan like I do everything else. I will prep things ahead of time. I'll store a cooler either in one of my back seats or in my trunk, because with 3 kiddos, let's face it, there's always going to be someone hungry. So I'll prep veggies ahead of time, fruits, string cheese, nuts and seeds, pita bread, pita crisps, hummus, those kind of things that are easy to grab, easy to store, and easy to take along with you. Because let's face it, growing up, we used to travel all the time by car. That's just, we never flew anywhere, we just traveled as a family. And it was always our thing to go into the gas station and grab anything and everything that we wanted. And we know that that's clearly not our best choice. And does it still happen sometimes? Absolutely. One Sour Patch Kid that the kids have is not going to be the end of the world, but I just strive to do better and be more conscious of what I'm choosing. So when I have those healthier options already with me, it makes it a lot easier, and I'm clearly saving some money. So the next thing is maybe you're traveling out of town for work and it's a corporate event and they're providing all the food with you. So I do the best, you have to do the best that you can with what you're given. So maybe they give you a sandwich and chips and a pickle and a cookie, and because that's typically what a lunchbox is. So for a sandwich, maybe I would just do half of the bread. So I'd make it an open face sandwich and I'd only do half of it. If they've loaded it with a lot of condiments, I'm not afraid to take a knife and scrape some of that stuff off. Maybe I choose not to have the chips, and hopefully they've put some carrots or celery in there as well, and I have those instead. If I'm traveling by, airport, then I'll pack stuff in my bag. We all get one carry-on, and so what I do is I'll take my purse, but then I'll also have my backpack. And my purse is just big enough, but just small enough I can stuff it inside my backpack. So when I get on the plane, I still have my one personal item and my one carry-on. So if my backpack is my personal item, then I can still bring my luggage carry-on and get away with that. And so again, I'll pack snacks. Veggies travel fine. Carrots and celery, I can typically get away with those in the airport. Seeds, nuts, any kind of little snacks. Those are the times where if I have to have a Kind bar or something like that, they're not obviously on the plane, but they're good enough and they're better than me grabbing a Snickers. And so you just kind of make do with what you have. I always make sure that I'm traveling with water. If I'm flying, then I'll just put an empty water bottle in my backpack, so that way I can fill it up wherever I'm going or once I get inside the airport. Another thing is obviously your exercise. That's going to depend on where you're at. If you're in in a hotel, sometimes what I've found is with a lot of the newer upscale hotels, they have a DVD player in them. So I'll just throw my DVDs into my backpack. They're already with me, and I'll just do them there. You also have the option of your Beachbody On Demand, where you can log in and find a workout that doesn't use any equipment. Okay, so maybe you do T25 and do one of the sample workouts. It's only 25 minutes. You don't need any equipment, and you can do it right there in your hotel room. Or maybe you go down to the hotel gym and you knock out, 21-day fix and use the weights that they already have provided. Or maybe you just walk on a treadmill, or you're exploring and you walk and you try and hit at least 10 to 20,000 steps a day. But you're doing something to be active every single day. Now, if I'm going on vacation and let's say I'm going to be gone a week, I try and make a plan ahead of time. I am not going to be 100%, and I'm probably not even going to be 80% on vacation. So I try to be mindful of that. The week before, I'll typically try and go harder and really dial into my nutrition, knowing that that week coming up, I'm going to be a lot more lax. I'll try not to have dessert at every single meal or every single night, and I'll try and pick and choose. My thing is, obviously, when I'm on vacation, I like to have, a few drinks. And so if I'm having 1, 2, 3 drinks, at dinner and for a nightcap and whatever, then I'll try not to do dessert with that meal. So you just want to try and be mindful. You don't need to do it all. I know sometimes our brains think that we want to do it all or that we need to do it all, but in reality we really don't want to, and it's not going to be the end of the world. We're not missing out on everything. But the thing is especially with vacation, is you want to enjoy yourself. Do not feel guilty, and that's one of the hardest things when you're really working to change a healthier lifestyle, is don't feel guilty about what you do. You have the tools now to pick and choose and be successful. You know that you can get up and push play or go outside for a walk for 30 minutes. Just do something for 30 minutes, 4 to 5 times while you're on vacation. Typically it doesn't happen for everyone every single day, and that's okay, but strive for 4 to 5 days if you're gone for a week. And just then what I do is that next week when I come back, I'm really, dialing in and jumping back on the wagon. And that's the thing. When you come home from vacation, you're going to be what I call vacation hungover. And, you've had no routine, no schedule, you're just doing whatever it is, even a work trip, it's the same thing. So that Monday, when you come back, you got to hop back into schedule. And, this is where the planning comes in. And I know sometimes that can be overwhelming, so don't make it difficult. Go back to a meal plan that you've already used, pull that grocery list. Maybe it's you even go back to the prep week meal plan and grocery list that I've given you guys, and you use that to help get you back on track until you can kind of get back into the rhythm of things. The thing is guys, it's all about just being mindful, making conscious decisions, and trying to do your best. And if you fail, get back up the next day and just do better. And that's really what it's all about. I say it all the time. It's a lifestyle change. You have to incorporate it into your life. You're going to enjoy vacation. You're not going to do 100%, 80% on vacation. And so you just do the best that you can and be happy with that, and then get up the next day and do better. So I hope that helps. If it doesn't, or if you have any other questions on how I, prep stuff ahead of time for vacation and that kind of thing, then comment below and we'll answer those. But I hope you guys have a great day.